I will share my screen first. Entire screen. Share. Okay. So, whoops. Okay. So, I think this one is the 5th meeting. We already covered the introduction, supervised learning, unsupervised learning. I think last week we covered forecasting. Today, I should cover decision support system. Some already discussed in other meetings. We will cover 3 subjects actually. The last 3 subjects will be decision support system, process mining, large language model, Python and Crush. I think Python Crush you already covered by other lecturer. So if you like, I can skip this. Well, I can discuss some of this thing, but I thought today I will cover this one. Let me see. If you don't mind, I will jump to this topic first. Next week, we can go back to decision support system because I already covered some of this issue in last several meetings. For example, Titanic and so on. I already covered in other meetings, but this one I have not covered in any meetings. Process mining and large language model. Okay. If you don't mind, I will cover this one. If there is any objection, please mention in the chat box. Okay. If you want to keep to the this sequence, I don't mind, but this one is more fun. Okay. So I will skip to this one first. So next week I will go back to this one. Okay. What is process mining? And so these are 2 different things basically. Process mining and large language model. Many of you already know the large language model. One good example is ChatGPT. The other is Gemini from Google, and many others. But what I like you to see in large language model is how can we build one? How can we make one? Because if we use the large language model from ChatGPT or Gemini or others, we basically submit our data to their system. There's a problem in many government offices and sometimes in private sector of other industries. So many of us tend to build our own large language model. So I will show you one of the large language model. It's already running actually in the on my right hand side. Actually, I have a server running. It's small one. It's not a big one, but it's running. And then I will cover business process. Okay, little bit about business process mining. Let me see. So we know business process. In many organizations, we have business process. It's basically we can see business process as flow chart like this. Okay, let me click this one. So we can see a business process as a flow chart like this. This particular flow chart is about what? I think a trip or something. So someone requests for trip requests, and then they send the request to management for approval, and then if it is approved, prepare the trip, prepare expense report, receive check report, approve management, and so on. Okay, so basically it's very similar to flow chart. But the problem with this one, no, well, not a problem actually. Our challenge in many organization, in government organization, is actually how can we transform the organization into digital organization. What kind of business process we need to change. So basically, process mining is actually measuring. We measure or we extract the business process, the running business process, and then we can transform the whole organization to be more efficient. So that's process mining. So I will discuss process mining later. How can we extract we can extract the process mining? This is very important in many organization, especially because the Pak Jokowi, I think he mentioned many times for digital transformation of the government and that kind of stuff. So actually, to do a digital transformation, we need to measure, we need to extract, we need to be able to identify the running business process. Where is the problem in the running business process? Where is the bottleneck? And so on. So we need to be able to do those things. So process mining basically will do that kind of job, measure, identify where is the bottleneck, and so on, that kind of stuff. Okay, so I will discuss that after the large language model. For large language model, many of you are already familiar with ChatGPT. I think it's one. This is one of the most used large language model. The other one is Gemini, for example, from Google. Okay. Let me see if I actually run. I already installed in my machine, but I forgot the. Let me see if it works or not. Okay. So this is the large language model I run in my system. Let me see. I have not signed up to this one. Oh, I have to sign up first, I guess. Okay. Okay. So this one is on my machine. So this is on my machine. This is not on the internet. This is local. The IP address is 192.168.0.13. 80. The port number is 8080. Okay. So I have a large language model running right now, and then we have Gemini, very similar, right? And we have ChatGPT, not that different. So we have 3 large language model running access. Okay, so I will describe about this later, but I think many of you already know how to use this one, but I like to emphasize how to maximize these things, and then I will describe about this, and then about the local large language model, how to build these things, and then how to maximize the local large language model for our task, for our job. Okay. Okay. This is just an example. So I can send a prompt for. Let me see if there is any question. Is there any questions yet? No. Okay. Let me close this one. Uh, any questions? Okay. Okay, please shout for the questions. Miguela, you have any questions? No? Okay. Or you can type the question in the chat box if you like. Okay. So I will check the chat bot from time to time. But this one is the easiest example. Who is me? Okay. This is from ChatGPT. Okay. Seems like okay. Okay. This one is from ChatGPT. Let me check the same questions to Gemini. What is its answer? Wow. Okay. It's more fun. Wow. Okay. Wow, this is more precise. To be honest, Gemini is more precise than ChatGPT. Okay. This one is more precise. Let me see the my large language model. I have to select the model first. So I run several models in the large language in my large language model. So I have to select one of them. This one, these two, actually, these three, Bahasa 4B, Jaya Code, and Lama 3.1 Rec Indo. These three are Indonesian language. Lama 3 latest is the like English. So I will, to be fair, I will choose English first. Lama 3 latest as well. So we can pick different model in the local large language model. Okay, I use the English one and send the same prompt. Who is? Okay. Let me see if, but I have a problem right now because I have only 8 gigabyte of RAM running on the machine, so it will be very, very slow. See, it's very slow. It doesn't even give you any answer yet. My previous machine is 16 gigabyte. It's a little bit faster, but then crash because I'm asking for giving me Python code. And then it crash. The motherboard crash. Okay, so I hope it doesn't crash. Okay, it doesn't give any answer yet. So I'm in big trouble on this one. So that's the big difference. Okay, let me close this one. Let me do it from the command line. 13? Yes. So I'm not using web interface. I use the command line. Clear. Let me turn off the web interface. Oh, okay. So this one. Okay. This is fake. This one is fake. So basically, the llama is hallucinating. So it's hallucinating basically. I'm not creating any CIKAL, Core Internet Knowledge Application Lab. So it's fake. I'm not doing anything like that. Okay. This one fake. Indonesian Language Technology Award. No, wrong. I never get this kind of award. Okay, so this is fake. So basically, Llama will give you what's that? fake Bengali computer scientist. What is this? So basically, give you fake results, and it's basically hallucinating. The result is hallucinating. Okay, I close this one. We can do from inside the server. The name of the software is Olama. I can list, so I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 models installed in the server. I can run any one of these model. Run. For example, I have not tried this one. Let me see. I can run this one. See this size. The size is less than 8 gigabyte. My memory, my RAM is only 8 gigabyte, so I cannot use model larger than 8 gigabyte. I will run this one. I hope it works. I don't know. This is first time I use this one, so I don't know what happened. Let me see if it works. If not, we are in trouble, basically. So, what I like you to see is using basically the same technology. It will give you different results. Okay, ChatGPT give this kind of results. Sort of, yeah, it's not that far away from the reality, but it's not precise. Gemini is more precise because Gemini have access to Google search, so Gemini have more precise information. But this one is worse because the model is very limited. Okay, now who is so it will check the Llama 3.1 Rec Indo latest, and then it will give you some answer on my questions. See, it's very slow because it's only 8 gigabyte. No, see, it has no information about me. Okay. So Llama has some sort of information, but the rest, the other three, maybe have no information about Ono. Okay. Now, the good thing about the large language model is basically it can generate text. It's very good in generating text. If there is no information, we can feed correct information to these things. So we can feed correct information, and then we can get more precise results. Okay, so it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with Olama with this kind of model, but then we need to feed Olama with more precise information to generate the actual results. Okay, let me see how to do it. Okay, in Gemini we don't have to feed additional information. It already gives you good, precise information. Okay, most of this information are correct. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so most of the information is correct. If I want to, I can fit this information. So I can create out my own prompt for Olama. Right? Something on the following information. Okay, so okay, so I give Olama context. This is the context for Olama. Okay, so this kind of approach is very important when we want to maximize the system for our own purposes. Okay, later I will show you how to do it more automatically. But this is still my research or work in progress, so it's not finished yet, but still reading how to do it correctly. Okay, so or I can use the prompt who is same prompt. Okay, I can add information. Make sure to, so I can give context to the prompt. So I have the same prompt. Prompt is the same, but I add more precise information to the prompt. Okay, having this, then I can get something more precise in this one. I hope this one works. Okay. Oh, okay, sorry. See this one? When I run macro elan lama 3 rec Indo latest, it will answer in Indonesian language. It's not answering in English. Okay. When I use lama 3 latest, it will answer in English because this model is English model. This one, these three are Indonesian models. Okay, so it will answer in let us try this one first. Okay, so I paste this one. Okay, so I feed English information, but the model is Indonesian. The information is English, so the prompt is in English, but the prompt and the context, the information is in English. The model itself is Indonesian models. Okay, let us see if it can generate the results. I don't know whether in English or Indonesian. I don't know. This is my first time testing Olama, this kind of stuff. So I don't know. It takes time to extract the model and look at. It will search into its database. Basically, it will try to do some sort of regression inside the database, looking for something similar to this context. But this, I don't know what will happen, because this is the information is in English, but the model itself is Indonesian language. So let's see. See, it failed. Okay, basically it failed. Okay, let us use Llama 3. Okay, quit. This. Okay, Llama run Llama 3 latest. Okay, why we desperately need local large language model? Actually, there are many job or many work in the government offices. I do some interaction with the local government, the city government in Tangerang Selatan, and many other government offices. They desperately needs the large language model for their daily work. For example, if they want to draft regulation, they want to draft policy, they need this kind of stuff. But the problem is, if they use the Gemini or they use ChatGPT, all their data will goes to international server, to international platform, and we don't know if this platform will collect all the data or not, and these are their concern. So having that kind of concern, they will likely to use or run a local server and generate the answer using this local server. So now I run Olama and the model is English model. See if if this one works. Okay. So now I use English, and hopefully it will answer in English. So the prompt is in English, the model is English. I don't know whether it can answer or not. It should be able to answer these questions. Okay. Now, later I will gradually show you how to do it more. What's that? More automatically. How can we use this kind of thing to write your journal? Because every single one of you have to publish paper journal, right? Journal paper for your final thesis. So personally, I will ask for help from this large language model to write our thesis. Otherwise, we are in big trouble. Okay. Uh, okay. See, it answer. Who is Anopurbo? No. Oh, let me see if I can grab this one. So, okay. Now it answered correctly. But we need to give some context first. We need to give some knowledge, because in the model there is no knowledge about Ono. And then I can give the knowledge, and then it will answer correctly. From the language point of view, it can generate the language, the text, but the knowledge, it doesn't have any knowledge about the answer for the question. So it has no knowledge about Ono, so we have to provide the knowledge, and then it can rewrite the knowledge based on the model, the language model. So it works. Okay. Legacy. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. I never thought about this before. Wow. I think it writes something too high. Okay. So you can see how it works, right? We can send a prompt. If there is no knowledge, then it will give you a wrong answer. If we provide prompt and the knowledge, and it will give you much better answer. The knowledge can be written in not in a good sentence. So the knowledge can be point form. It can be point only. We can provide some point of the knowledge, and then it can give you something like this. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, put it in the chat box. So I will respond to the chat box. No, nothing. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Okay, so let me give you some picture of what we are doing. Myro. Because this is the important idea, how to maximize the use of large language model locally. So what I'm trying to share with you. Wow. Okay. Join a team. I don't want to join any team. I just want to use. Wow, okay. I don't want to join any team. How can I use these things without? Well, okay. It forced me to join some of the team. I create new team. AI. Uh, 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 Data science. What is your role? Uh, uh, yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Skip for now. Okay. Let's start. Okay. Seems working. I can share the URL if you like. Then we can play around with these things. Wow. Wow. Okay, I will remove all of these things. Okay. Okay. So what I do, let me see. How come it's so difficult? Normally it's not as difficult. Mouse. Zoom in. Okay. I hope this one works. So basically, we have a machine here. The name of the application is Olama. Okay, this is basically large language model. Okay, normally we send the Olama prompt. In my example, oops. Okay. In my example, the prompt is who is OnnoW Purbo. Okay, so that's the prompt in my example. So this is the classical way how to play with large language model. Inside the large language model, of course, we have the algorithm. For example, what's the name of the algorithm? Transformer, something like that. I think the legend algorithm is transformer, and that's actually grabbing all the text data, and then it will generate the grab the text data and then transform into token numbers. Basically, it's word corresponding to a certain number, and then they store it in vector database, and then having the vector database, we train all the data into this database, and then if it receives something like this kind of prompt, it will try to do some sort of regression to the database, and then it will generate what it find in the database based on the prompt, basically like that. So if someone asks something like this, and then it will answer back to us, to the user, based on the database inside Olama. Okay, so we have several database here. Let me put here. Hey, Allah. So we have Llama 3. We have what else? We have, so there's I have 4 options of 4 different database in my system. We can choose either one of them. Each database is free. We can download this database from the internet. Is free. Okay, you can play around. We can search. I personally still trying to build our own database. So I'm trying to play around and build our own database like that. So we have this, and then I think we have what Llama 3.1, Rec, and so on. So we have several database like this. Now we have to select one of this database. Okay, so we can select one of database, and then based on the prompt, it will search the data from this database. If there is nothing, then it will respond. Sometimes it will hallucinating, or sometimes it give wrong response. If the data is correct, if it has the data, it will give you the better answer. We can see this between ChatGPT and Gemini. Gemini gives you much better results. Personally, for the precision of the information, I prefer Gemini. But for the type of text or paraphrasing, I personally like ChatGPT. But if we need to have privacy in our work, I will not use these two both. So I will not use both if we need privacy in our work. Okay, so now because Ollama is not as smart as ChatGPT and not as smart as Gemini, we need to add knowledge here. So basically we need to add knowledge. So knowledge becoming, so we add knowledge here. So knowledge becoming part of the prompt. Okay, so to make Ollama smarter, we need to have larger prompt, the actual prompt plus the context or the knowledge we need to fit. So Ollama will respond more precise response. Will give a more precise response because of this context, this knowledge. Now, one of the example is his name is Arifal. Dwi Sentosa. Okay, he is lecturing at Institute of Technology in Bandung. This is Arifal, still very young. I met Arifal when he is still in junior high school, and he wrote his own antivirus. This is when Arifal still junior high school, and he wrote his own antivirus. Right now, he is a lecturer at Institute of Technology in Bandung, and he's play around with large language model. Okay, now the interesting thing with Arifal, with his team in large language model, they actually built a large language model for Bank Indonesia. Okay, why Bank Indonesia need own large language model? Because Bank Indonesia desperately needs a platform or application to help writing policy. This is financial policy. This is economical policy. They need to write. This is like national policy, and they don't want their draft, their policy goes to international or non-Indonesian platform like Google or OpenAI. So they have to build their own large language model. So actually what Arifal do, they build something like this. Now, how can we build the model? Yes, we can build the model manually. So when I write something like this, I actually write the model manually. Okay, so I steal the information from somewhere and add it into the actual prompt, becoming the whole prompt. So the prompt become larger. The actual prompt plus additional information, additional knowledge. Okay, so the prompt become larger. Having a larger prompt, the result become more precise. Okay, now how can we build this kind of prompt automatically? That's that's my dream. I haven't reached that stage yet because I don't have any good computer with me. So I'm still reading. This is the theory. So basically, we need to generate this. If it is for Bank Indonesia, that means, for example, we are going to write a new policy on finance. They have to make sure when they drafting a policy, the policy will not contradict, will not opposing the old policy. They have to make sure those things. That means we need to submit here. This is the logical thing. The logic, we need to don't use this one. Use this one is much better. So we need to submit text. This is the previous previous policy. This is, for example, previous act. This one is the previous law, and so on. Okay, so we need to be able to extract, to summarize the previous policy, act, law, whatever, and submit to here, to the actual knowledge that will be added to the prompt. Okay, so that's the basic idea. Now, how can we add this thing? Now, this is the trick. I'm still learning, don't worry. I'm still learning about this. I'm not finished learning yet. I'm having problem asking my student because many of them still learning these things. So this is still new. So they actually, if you go to the internet, I documenting some of my findings in my wiki. So this is my wiki, onnocenter.or.id/wiki. I document my finding in LLM here. Okay, so basically this is the normal LLM. We submit a prompt and then feed the prompt into the machine, and we have the output. Of course, the prompt goes to this context window within the LLM, but in my case, actually, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to so here we have a context window actually, but in my case, I want to add the knowledge, if possible, automatically using this kind of prompt. Okay, so this is what Arifal is more brutal than that. So Arifal is more brutal than that. His approach is he changed this model. So he fit all the act into this model. So for Bank Indonesia, because he can access the large machine with graphic processor GPU, graphical processing unit. So because he can access the huge big machine, he can generate his own model, and within the model he fit all the law, policy, act, all the Indonesian Economic Law, Policy Act. Having that, then when we feed the prompt and we submit the prompt to Olama, it will answer correctly. In my case, because I don't have the luxury to have a big machine with graphical processing unit, I have to think how to fit this knowledge automatically. Yes, I can fit the knowledge manually, but that will takes a lot of time because I have to read the actual law. I have to read the actual law policy and copy paste, summarize, and put it into knowledge. I don't want to do that manually. So I want to be able to do it more automatically. So luckily, okay, so that's the ID. Now, if you want to see how to install Olama, this is my note how to install Olama. It's very simple actually. This is in Ubuntu. All you need to do is install curl basically. You don't need this one. You need to install curl. The command to install curl is apt install curl. That's it. And then we can download the source code for installation of Olama using curl. And then this is the URL for downloading the installation script of Olama. We can download from olama.com and then run the script. That's it. And then Olama will be installed. It takes about, what, 15 minutes or something. So it's not that long to install Olama, and then we can run Olama. To run certain model, we can, as you can see, I can run the model using this kind of command, Olama run Llama 3, then it will run using Llama 3 model. Because I already installed the Open Web UI, and as you can see in my previous demo, I actually have UI user interface, web user interface access. Okay. Okay, so that's it. To install Olama is very simple like this. The trick is how can we maximize the or make the output of Olama more precise. So we have to cheat a little bit. So this is what this is my work in progress. I'm still learning how to cheat this thing. So I already, if you want to generate your own model, this article may be interested, because in this article, this person actually built the model with small machine without without GPU, graphical processing unit. So there is no graphical processing unit in this one, and then it generate its own model. I don't know how long it takes, but if the parameter is not that many, not that many mean couple million, billion, maybe only 1 billion, or I don't know, it's small number, then it 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 maybe requires shorter times to generate the model. Okay. So feel free to read this article. This is interesting. I'm still reading and trying to play with this one. Okay. Now, so that's how to install. What I'm trying to explore is building a rack. What is rack? Okay. Rack in LLM. Okay. Let me. Rack is retrieval augmented generation. Okay. So basically the idea is, okay, let me disconnect this one. Okay. Let me move this one a little bit far away. I disconnect this one. Okay. Now, so between prom and Olama, now I insert a rack. Retrieval, sorry, augmented generation. Okay. Okay. So I insert this rec system. I remove this one link. Now, so the prompt goes not directly to OLAMA. It goes to rec. Okay, and then rec will check the. We need to train the rec first. So we train the rec. So basically we put as many PDF file or any file we like the rec to learn. For example, in Bank Indonesia case, we need to input all the law on economic, business, or whatever, policy in economic, business, anything in that area to rec. So rec knows something about these things, and then when it reads this prompt, it will check what kind of sentence, what kind of context, what kind of knowledge surrounding this prompt, and then okay. Okay, now so the output of rec will be something like this. So it will generate both prompt and knowledge, very similar with my previous prompt, but the prompt is generated automatically by rec, and then having more more not precise, more elaborate prompt, then it will fit into OLAMA with this kind of prompt. Okay, so basically when we send this prompt, check the rec will check the previous knowledge, add the knowledge into add this knowledge, the summary of this knowledge into this knowledge. Okay, and then embed the knowledge into this prompt and send to OLAMA. Having prompt with more extended knowledge like this, OLAMA will respond more precisely directly to the user. Okay, so that's okay. So that's how it works, like this. Okay, let me see if my my explanation is correct. Let me see in my URL. Okay. This is YouTube. So this is the example how to build the rec, but I'm still unable to run correctly. This one also example. Let me see if there is. Let me see if I can. Oh, this is how to install rec, but normally I fail. I don't know why I fail. I think in this one. This is how to install rec. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, and this one. Okay, see this? So user send a prompt. So the actual LLM is here. So user send a prompt to server. This is the rec, the retrieval augmented generation. When user send a prompt to the server, it will query to external knowledge, which is the knowledge that we actually train the server. The knowledge can be PDF file, on various aspects that we are interested. We want the server to know, and this particular knowledge is not available in ChatGPT or Gemini. So we provide the local knowledge here, local wisdom, local knowledge, and then the prompt will be, the knowledge will be added into the prompt, augmented into the prompt, and then sent to LLM. So the LLM will generate response more correct or more precise. So this is how it works. So I think yeah, I describe sort of similar, but this one is much simpler. The way it draw is much simpler. This one much better, and it gives you some idea on coding. This is how to code these things. So this, I'm still playing around with this one. Hopefully we can get low cost, simpler system that quite precise. One of the example we are trying to solve locally in the city government in Tangerang Selatan. Many people asking, for example, like this, what kind of, when we apply for certain permission, for business permission or whatever, we need to submit many documents. So people always asking the same question again and again. What kind of document we need to submit for applying for certain business permission? So, and then the operator, the person in charge in the city government, they have to answer the same question every time. So we are thinking to build this kind of system so people can ask the system using normal human questions, and then the system will answer based on the knowledge we provide to the system. So actually the knowledge, we have to provide the knowledge with any law, any policy of this particular city government. Okay, so it's very similar to what Arifal Dwi Sentosa is doing, but we doing it for local government. Of course, we can always do it for many things. The problem is if we have so many knowledge, then this model of the server become bigger and bigger, and it requires a bigger computing power to search and that kind of stuff. So so we have to limit our model to smaller model, and hopefully we having a small model, we can use like small machine to do these things. Oh yeah, by the way, let me see if it mentioned. Let me check. Let me check some of them now. Okay, this one, for example. So in the rack, we Streamlit is the web interface. I use Open Web UI. There is another one called Streamlit. It's also web interface. In the rack framework, we have LangChain, and Chroma. Chroma is the vector database that carries the local knowledge. So we have to feed our local data, local file, law and so on, policy, to this vector database. And then this vector database and LangChain is basically to chain the prompt, the user prompt into these things basically. And then the output will goes to the LLM server. Okay, so this is how it works. And then this is how. So basically, we feed the PDF file into Chroma, which is vector database, and then we chain into the actual prompt question from the user, and then send it to LLM server. So this is how it works. Okay, so this is one of the example of the code. I have to try to play around with these things. Hopefully we can have something like this, but for some reason I always fail. So I'm still I'm not successfully implement this yet, but if I can, that would be fine. It's more fun if we are able to do these things. Okay. The web interface is something like this. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? Oh, there are several questions. Oh, thank you, Professor Wiranto. So that's the PIN code for your attendance. I have a question regarding memory usage. Does the model load entirely into memory? I tried to running Llama 3.1, notice the memory usage increased significantly. Yes, the model seems to be load entirely to the memory. So that's a big problem. So if we have more than 8 gigabyte model, that means we have to have big RAM. Okay, my memory is only I think 8 gigabyte, so my model limited to that. I want model can be used to generate code. Be careful with this one. If I want the model can be used to generate code, what should the knowledge look like so they understand the purpose of the code? Describe one by one. To be honest, I cannot answer your question at this point. Yes, I tried to ask for code, simple code. Basically, this happened only last week. And I burned one of my PC because of this. So my question is, please generate Python code to read PDF file. That's it. Generate Python code to read PDF file. What happened is the machine crash, and then it never wake up. I think it's burned or something. I don't know. So I have to go to the computer store, replace my machine. It's gone. So I replace with so that machine is have 16 gigabyte RAM. This one is only 8 gigabyte RAM. So that one is gone. I think the motherboard we have problem with the motherboard because of this kind of question. So to be honest, I don't know. That can be your final thesis. That would be fun. Okay, because I read your I see your name. I think I have to show your mark so far. Okay, this is the class. Where is the this one? Okay, this one is the result of the exam from so Pajri Aprilio have received the highest score, and then Pak Eka Pramina second highest. The rest, I think you guys need to do the exam more to reach this kind of score. Okay, hopefully all of you will receive 90 from me, and this score will be added to Professor Wiranto's score, and then so this will be part of the final score. So Professor Wiranto and my score will be added together, and then that will be your final score. So this is not the final score. You need to follow Professor Wiranto instruction later on the exam or whatever. Okay. So many of you have to. Sure. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. Okay. The exam, okay, I have to show you the actual websites. Uh, are you in my list? I don't know. If you are in my list, if not, just send me email. I will type my email. Okay. Uh, so I collect your my list is here actually. It's uh, let me see. Big data. Okay. Are you in this list? Ahmad. Oops. Sorry. Uh, Ahmad like this. H. That's it. Okay. ED. Oh, ED. No. Okay. So what is your email? Okay. Can you type it in the chat box? So I will put it in my list then, because I normally send the information uh, by email. Okay. 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 Can you put it in the chat box then? Oh, this one, Muhammad. Okay. Put it in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you just recently joined. Okay, no problem. Uh, I did. Okay, okay. No problem. Uh, Send me email. This is my email. I put it in chat box then. This is my email. Okay. Send me email. I will direct you to my. I did recording of my class. So I will direct you to the video recording of this class in YouTube. So I have a YouTube channel, and then I will likely to give you, maybe all of you, the URL of my recording. Unfortunately, the first class I fail. So the first class is I fail. Second, and hopefully today's class I will be able to record. Okay. Then I will give you the recording. Now about the exam, it's not well. This exam you can log into this machine, opencourse.itts.ac.id. I have to log out first. Yes, it's yeah. It's available the whole semester. Don't worry. No limit. Yeah, it's available the whole semester. No limit. You can do the exam as many time as you like. You can copy paste the exam to Google to search for answer. Fine, no problem. Okay. So this is the okay. What's that? I will type it in. I passed. Yeah. Opencourse.itts.ac.id. I will. Uh, yeah. Okay. Now you can create account here. It's free. You can create your own username, password. Make sure you have at least 8 character, at least 1 digit, at least one lowercase, at least one uppercase, at least one special character, and that's the rules exactly. And then you can create your own account. Now, this particular this particular course, the exam, this will be in this. Let me, okay. Let me give you the URL, the actual course, the actual exam. This is free server, actually. Okay, this is the one. Oops, sorry. This one. Yes, right. This one, but I will give you the URL. I paste it into this one. Oh, sorry, there is a questions. In the past, I post a different URL using LMS OnnoCenter or.id because this machine is not working perfectly. Sorry. If you did the exam in OnnoCenter, no problem. Just let me know that you actually doing in different machine. Uh, uh, this part. Okay, this particular course is you can skip these notes here. You can skip all of them. You can actually do the quiz. The actual course is actually so the quiz is this one. This course. The number is 104. 104. That's the quiz. Okay, the quiz. If you need to read the whole course, but you need to put it into Google Translate, you can go to this one. You can handle it somehow. Okay, thank you. You can read the whole course in this one. Open course. This is actually the whole course because I don't have time to copy paste all of them into this particular course. So only I copy only some. So this only some. The complete course is actually this one, the open course big data. But please do not do the exam here because I cannot grab the mark from here. You are welcome to read this one. Oh, no, 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 no. When you do the exam, I can download the mark my. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about the mark. But for those who actually do the exam on other machine, because in the past this machine is not as stable as I expected, so I suggest another machine. If you guys do the other machine, you are welcome. If you can go back and forth from that machine to this machine. Actually, the questions are the same. Okay, but if you do the other machine, let me know. Okay, you do the actual exam in other machine, but my strong suggestion is do the exam in this machine or the opencourse.itts.ac.id. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually more. Actually more than this session. Yeah. 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 Yeah, but it's covering more than my class, my course here because I cover also using R, and also I cover Python, and I also cover TensorFlow, Keras, and so on. But in the actual exam, I will not asking about keras. So I will ask only orange. That's it. Okay. So I will ask only orange. I will not asking about the other uh, Python, R, and so on. I will not ask. Orange. Only orange only. So it's much more simpler, and hopefully you will pass my exam. Inshallah you will pass. Oh, so what's your background? Oh, rapid minor. Okay. Exactly. Orange. I tend to use Orange because it's open source. There is no license. Same. Same as Rapid Miner. The difference is the license. I don't have to pay license on this one. That's it. It's free. That's why I use Orange. Is free, no license. But the ID is the same. Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. It's okay. Okay, because some of the other students also maybe have the same questions. Uh, yeah. Okay. So for Ai Dianita Sari, uh, if you want to keep on using open OnnoCenter, it's fine. But if you want to switch to open course, is also fine. Just let me know which one you are going to use, because I need to what's that? I need to manually grab the mark from OnnoCenter. In open course, I can automatically grab the mark. That's the difference. In on OnnoCenter, I have to manually grab the mark. Oh, oh, okay. So Miguela, I need to put your email to my list also. Okay, I will put your email to my list here. Okay. Make sure Ahmed and Muhammad Abu Sidu and Muguela, make sure you create your account in. Oh, I forgot to tell you the enrollment key. The enrollment key in open course is ITTS PU 2023. Okay, ITTS PU 2023. Okay, so ITTSPU 2023 is the enrollment key because it will ask for enrollment key. Is there any deadline for the quiz? Personally, I don't have any deadlines, but Professor Wiranto will angry with me if I'm not giving him the mark. So the deadline is from Professor Wiranto. If Professor Wiranto asks for mark, then that's the deadline. So please do the exam as many times as you like. Make sure you have the highest score from me. So you are safe from me. That's it. So no deadline. Make sure you do the exam as many times. I program the exam to get to what's that? To grab the highest mark. If you do the exam now, for example, you get the exam now 70. Next, you can see the grade. Yeah, you can see the grade. Don't worry. And I will grab. Really? I did. Wow. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I have to check. I think it's normally give you the this is I can see all students mark, but it's me because I'm the lecturer, so I'm the teacher, so I can see all the marks. But normally, every time you do the exam, you can see the mark yourself, your mark, not other students. It's so slow because so many. So Oops, I have to go to this one. Oops, sorry, this is open course, eh? Oh, this is wrong machine. Oh, okay, this is open course. I have to see this one. I have to check this one. Oh, this is this one. This ITTS PU. You can see the grades. This is the grades. Okay. Uh, Everyone, I think you will see your grades after you finish the exam. Every time you finish the exam, you can check the grades. If it is not you are not satisfied with the grade, you can do the exam again, again. I will. So this is the highest grade. This one is actually the highest grade. Okay. If your grade is lower, it will not store. It will not store the lowest grade. So it will store only the highest grade only. Okay. Hopefully you will get, all of you will get 90. Like Pajri. He's the highest in the class, 95.67, eh? That's high, very high. Okay. Any more question? No, 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 no. So make sure the what's that? The enrollment key is ITTS PU, all capital letter 2023. Okay. Okay, I will. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, are you serious? Okay. Okay. That's normally to write a book takes about what, 3 months. But you're welcome to write books. I am very happy if you like to write a books. No, the rule is very simple. For books, eh? Let me. The rule of the books is. Let me see if I have some of the notes in my other courses. Sorry, the notes will be in Indonesian language. You can copy paste to the other languages using Google. Okay, maybe I'll check this one. Okay. To write a books, make sure you write in Google Docs, okay, and share the link to me, okay. You are welcome to discuss by Twitter or by email, okay, but write in Google Docs, and then the number of pages is 200 minimal, and then the paper size is A4. That's basically Google Docs is A4. That's it. Make sure the okay, if we are uh, because this class is about AI, big data, and so on, the book must be around that area. We cannot write books about what, economics. We cannot write books about other topics. So make sure the topics of the books is in this area. That's it. And make sure the book is published. Okay. Then we your mark will I will set the mark manually to 100 for all quiz, or we have only one quiz, right? So I will set your mark manually if you write book and publish. But to be able to publish, to be able to publish require about 1 year normally. So I'm, if you like, fine, but takes too long for for this class. Some of my student, I have one student in my university. He published 4 books. He's a 7 semester student. He already published 4 books, and now he's still writing one journal paper, and he's actually the one who built 5G cellular in Tangerang, South Tangerang City. So still young and very dynamic guy. Okay, so you are welcome to write books, and this is the So the mark is based on the publication of the book, basically. If you are published, then you get the mark. If you are not published, then the mark is 0. So that's the problem. So I am not recommend people to write books. If you like, fine, but I will prefer to do the exam because books takes a long time. Okay. 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 Hopefully all answered. So this already explained. Hopefully you get some idea on how to build your own chat GPT or Gemini locally. Okay, so this is the where is my server, so you can get something like this. Okay, and hopefully having this kind of local large language model server, you can you can do your work locally, and you don't have to worry to get your data to other platform or Google or whatever, so other people cannot read what you are doing. This is especially important for government or for private sector that wants to build something, not build, that wants to write a policy that other cannot read. So, okay. With that, I finish with these things. I will shut down the machine because it's so noisy. This machine is actually noisy. Okay, I'll shut down the machine. So I will move to a different topic. So finish with this one. So I move to process mining. Okay, business. So basically, we have business process like this. Okay, like flow chart like this, and then our task is how to measure the business process. To measure business process, we do process mining. Okay. This one is this. So basically, this is our expectation. We expect to have a streamlined business process, very lean, very efficient. In reality, is chaotic like this. Okay, but we need to measure how chaotic is our business process. Okay, so this one also is chaotic like this. So this is the actual business process in many organizations in the government. How can we measure these things? Okay, for example, simple example, for a government in many countries, many government is actually work for licensing. They give permission for people to do their business, to do some investment, but they need to measure how efficient is the licensing process. Where is the bottleneck? What causing the bottleneck? What should we do with the bottleneck? That's we need to measure, and then from that kind of measurement, then we can decide how to solve this problem. Okay, now let me use Gemini or okay, Gemini maybe, or Gemini maybe it's much better. What kind? Let me. Okay, new chat. What kind or format of data to be able to do process mining? It's oops, wrong. So it's it knows I meant process mining. Okay, so process mining is a technique to discover, visualize, analyze business process based on event data. That's important. Event means it has timestamp. Okay, so that's the important aspect. We have timestamp. We have event log. Okay, so we have timestamp, we have activity, we have ID of particular process. Okay, particular instance. Okay, so we have case ID, we have activity, we have timestamp. These are optional, the rest are optional. These three is the important ones. Okay, so the data must contain this. Okay, now the format of the data, we have conventional format like CSV, comma separated values, or we can have XML, we can have JSON, or we can have XML event stream or SAS. I normally use either CSV or SAS, these two, okay, for measuring the business process. So this is important for the CIO, CEO, the C-level person on to see what happened in their organization. Okay. So this is about data quality consideration, the completeness, the accuracy, is the data correct, is free of error, consistency, and so on. But the important thing in this one is this three: case ID, activity, timestamp. Activity means we have to, during the process, we need to make sure, for example, this is a, I give you some example. For example, this process is about what? Asking for license or asking for insurance. Okay. For example, this is process asking for insurance. First, people have to submit all the requirement to get the insurance, and then there must be a process to evaluate, and then if it is approved, we can disburse, we can give the money to the actual person, something like that. So that's the process. If it's not approved, then we need to do something with the process. We can reject. We have to make sure we let the person knows that their request rejected and so on. If it is approved, that means we have to go to the not bank. What is the person that take cares of the money and make sure they give the money to the correct person. So activity is something like that. So there is a submission, there is approval, there is and so on. Okay, let us see. So this is the actual the important thing, and then we have several format of this, and then okay, so that's that. Now, what is the open source software for, can I ask it in Gemini? Let me see if I can ask Gemini. Open source software for process, we call it process mining. So this one is not data mining, this is process mining. This is still new actually. There is one called Prompt. Okay, this is I think Java based or something, but I'm having difficulty with Pro-M. You are welcome to try these things because I think it's require more. I need to be more what serious. I have to be more to be more to. I need to be more not serious. Well, it more extensive. It's more require many things to install this one. Right now, I use this one. This is much simpler. This one easy to learn and use, well documented, actively maintained. The problem with process mining for Python, process mining for Python is it's command line. It's not graphical, so it's not user friendly basically. This one seems to be user friendly, but I'm not. I'm unable to install correctly. This one is easy. I can install correctly and I can run very easy. The rest I haven't tried. So you are welcome to try. So we have several. I think we have 5 here. Prom, Python for process mining for Python, process miners, Eureka, and process mining tool. This is Java based. So the Java one, I'm having difficulty. For the Python one is not user friendly, but it works. So I use this one. Not user friendly, but it works. Okay, let me show you how the data looks like. And I think I need to run the machine first. So I already make a virtual machine in my computer. Uh, it's Ubuntu 22.4. I will run this one first, and then hopefully it works. Uh, Okay, when I do some experiment, I normally do it in separate machine, normally virtual machine. So if I have problem, I just delete the machine. If I do it in my actual machine like this, if I have problem, I am in trouble. For this one, it's easy, just delete and install again, and that's it. Okay, it's still loading. To learn more about process mining for Pi, I'm still learning how to identify any bottleneck. I still don't know what's the correct what's that parameter fit into the process mining for Pi. So for bottleneck, I'm still have problem, but to get the process itself, it's not that difficult. Okay, hopefully it works. Okay, so it works. This one, the machine. Let me increase the font size. Okay. I have a folder called process mining. You can grab, you can download many example data from the internet. Some of the data is in XML. This is the SAS is XML. Some of the data is in CSV. So this one is insurance claim event. This one is business travel permit. This one is I don't know. This is let me show you how it look like. More BPI. This is the screen is too small. Maybe I can use this one. This one have a bigger screen. This one is a different machine, but I have the same data. Process mining. Okay, let me give you some ID. A says. So the XML looks like something like this. This is one event. This is one event. This is one event. The instance value is 0, 0, and this is the activity is start. This activity is complete. It has timestamp. So it has timestamp. It has this value like this, and then oh sorry, this one is activity. Pre-accepted, that's the activity. Partially submitted, that's the activity. So we have timestamp, we have activity, and we have instance. This is the instance. This is the activity, and we have timestamp. And for one timestamp, we have this event, this XML like this. Okay. Let me show you the CSV, insurance claim. So the insurance for XML is more confusing, but basically we have uh, ID. This is the ID. A626BC58 A7B2, something like that. That's the ID. And then this one is the activity, and then this one is the timestamp. The rest is metadata, and it basically connect the ID, the information carried by the IDs. Okay, so assign claim, claim decision, payment sent, close claim, firm notification loss, assign claim, and so on. To generate this kind of data, that means the information system, the system have to record the timestamp, the activity for each user, not user, each claim. So one user can do several claims, or if it is claim. If it is licensing, one person can do several licensing process. But each licensing process has its unique ID. So the ID is unique for each process, and we have to define, as a programmer, we have to define the activity first. Okay, so this is the actual data like this. To process, I have to show you the actual source code here. So I go to the machine where I can run the Python software. So this one is actually the process mining software, and it has several algorithm to extract the process. We need to check each term is correlate to the business process stuff. So what is BPMN is part of business process. Let me see if I can check. Yeah. So business process modeling notation, BPMN is a flowchart model, steps, plan, business process from end to end. So each algorithm has its own basically task or rights, and it will generate to for so for each so it's I cannot what's it? So each this is different algorithm. This one is different algorithm. So if you like to see what the difference between one and another, I think we need to the easiest way is to check on Gemini what it is. Okay, the source code itself is very simple. Okay, for example, this one. I think this one will read one of the SAS file. Okay, more PM BPMN. Okay, so basically it reads this one, read SAS file. The actual file read is this one, read SAS file. Okay, and then it's part of the PM4Py. Okay, read SAS file, and then save the whole file into log variable, and then we discover the process. That's it. Okay, and then save it into process 3, and then convert into model. Okay, so basically read, okay, discover, save into model, and view. View means visualize the results. Okay. Let me see if there is anything. This one, the other one, PM heuristics. This one is much simpler than that. So basically, read, save the file into log, discover, and view. That's it. Okay. So discover, save into map, view the map. So this one only basically 3 lines. That's it. And then we can see the actual results. Let me run the program. To run is only Python 3 and then PM heuristics Python. That's it. So the process mining is as simple as that, but to understand the algorithm for each algorithm for discovering the process, we need to read one by one. To be honest, I'm still learning. I'm still more on the orange side. I'm not in this area yet. I'm still learning this one, but I like you to expose into these things. So hopefully, so this is the actual graphics. I think they want to be lean. They want to have lean process, but in the actual process, it's not as lean as they like. So. The request is submitted and some partially submitted, some declined, some pre-accepted, and then some accepted, finalized, approved. That's it, finish. Finalized, registered, finish. Cancelled, activated. So and this one is the number, how many of them are declined. So we have 13,000 submitted, 7,000 pre-accepted, 5,000 declined. Out of 7,000 accepted, 1,000 is declined again. Only 5,000 actually accepted. Out of 5,000 accepted, 5,000 finalized. Several, the one that finalized, one approved, registered, activate, declined again. 800 is declined. So we can see the numbers here, but we cannot see the time. Which one is, where is the bottleneck? So I still trying to learn the algorithm, how to measure the bottleneck. So there is example, but I still fail to run the example. So that will be interesting if we are able to see the bottleneck. Then we can actually in simple terms, we should be able to measure the bottleneck because we have the timestamp. Okay, from various timestamp, then we can see which activity takes the longest time. That's actually the bottleneck. Knowing the bottleneck, then we have to decide to do something on the bottleneck. So this one is for heuristic. Okay. All of them read SAS file, XML file. I think I will. This one is read CSV. Let me see if it is right. More PD heuristic. So okay, this one it reads CSV file. Okay, so the input file is CSV, and the separation is comma. We can define the separation between data. This one is comma, and read the CSV file. Save this CSV file into this variable data frame. Okay, and then we need to tell pattern process mining for Pi, PM for Pi, the format of data frame, with one which variable is case ID, which variable is activity, which variable is timestamp. So we need to tell the PM4 Pi. In XML, we do not need to tell which one is which, Okay, because XML already carries all the information about case ID, activity, timestamp, and so on. So XML is more easier to extract because all the information is there. But in CSV, we need to tell PM4Pi which one is which, and then after that we can convert the data frame, the CSV that data frame into event log, which is similar to XML, and we save into this variable, and then we can do the heuristic. This one is on insurance claim. Okay, see, we can try run this one. So if you play around with this, I really hope you can play around with it because this is one of the interesting area. This is quite new. Not many research activity in this area. So this is the insurance claim. We can see 30,000 insurance claim goes into first notification of loss, and then 2,000, 29,000 something assigned claim, and then reduce again 29,621 claim decision, set reserve, payments 3x set reserve, only 2,456 goes to payment send, and then close claim only to 29,633. So out of 30,000, I think around close to 400 fail basically. But most of the claim is processed. So in this one, it doesn't measure the bottleneck. So yes, we can show the graphics, we can visualize the business process, but I really interested in bottleneck, because bottleneck then we can change the actual organization. How can we which part is need more person, what kind of process needed to be able to work more efficient, something like that. That we need to we can do if we can measure the bottleneck in the process. Okay, so in bottleneck stuff, I'm still learning. To be able to learn, the easiest way to learn bottleneck is by Gemini, like this, and then we can type something like that. Show or write code using PM4Pi to measure bottleneck in the process. Theoretically, we can use Gemini. In reality, it seems not as simple as this. See, it's more brutal than the one than just showing the business process. So this is more brutal. So I still give up at this point. So if some of you interested in this one, I like to learn with you guys. Okay. I personally at this point I'm stuck. Okay. I hope to be able to learn how to do it correctly, basically. Okay. Of course, it shows something, like it tells something, but I don't know. Maybe my brain is too old, so it's slower, very slow to learn these things for me. Okay. Okay. So that's one. Okay. This is, we have what? 5 minutes more? Okay. Any questions so far? Oh, okay, Pak Wiranto. go to defense. Okay. 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 Any questions so far? No questions. No questions. Okay. Uh, I have only 5 minutes, so basically I cover everything, most of the stuff, but I cover also that I'm still learning about many things. So in these two subject, many of the subject I'm still learning in both process mining and large language model. Both I'm still playing around. I'm s- I'm I'm not finished yet. Okay, let me. Uh, I like to review the our our material. IT AI. Okay. So basically, we how to install this one? How to install a Python process mining for Pi? It's so I have not shown how to install it. How to install it is in here, Python for Pi. Okay, this is how to install. It's using Ubuntu, and then we need to install some of the supporting application, and we download basically Anaconda, uh, run Anaconda, source the shell script, and then run Anaconda, and then install Python 3 pip, and then install Python 4Py. That's it. So basically, the installation process only this one line, but we need to install all the an ecosystem, the environment. So we should, after we install, we run this one. The problem with this, if I install in my actual machine here, sometimes it conflict with my other application, especially this one, GNS3. GNS3 is application to do uh, this one. Maybe I will show you in other course in IT forensic. I will show you about GNS3. GNS3 basically software to do network simulation. Okay, it conflict with this one. That's why I use a virtual machine. Otherwise, it will conflict. These two is conflicting. This, I think these two using the same Python but different kind of environment, so it's conflicting. So I cannot run on the same machine. Okay. Okay. So this is how to install. What else? We do process mining using Python 4Py, and then we already I showed you how to install Olama, how to run Olama, prompt engineering for Gemini and ChatGPT, and oh yes, you can do prompt engineering for paraphrase attacks and so on. So we can play around with this one. So basically, yes, I cover this too. Any questions so far? No? Okay, no more questions. Okay, because it's already 2013, 2 minutes from finish. Uh, Make sure you do the exam on open course. Hopefully, I really hope every single one of you will receive 80 or 90. Then you are safe. So the mark will be this class, the mark of this class will be from two person, from me and from Professor Wiranto. Professor Wiranto will also give you, I don't know, exam or task or whatever, and then our mark will be combined. Okay, so this is not the final mark. This is maybe only half of the mark, but I really hope you can do the best in this half. Okay, because it will help your whole mark after that. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. See you next week. And all the best for all of you. Thank you very much. I stop sharing. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.